Hello, everyone. Annette here, also known as Grandma D. We are here today for another story time video. Today is Sunday, and we have a new story for you today. It is a continuing part of the series Six by Seuss. Today is number 3, and number 4. We are going to read Yertle the Turtle today. Yertle the Turtle, he's a little character, and he's going to have all kinds of antics and crazy things going on. It's going to be a great story, and I hope you enjoy it. Before we get started, I would just like to welcome you and say that I'm so glad that you're here and that you have the chance to read with Grandma. And I hope that you will have your adult subscribe to my channel, like this video if you're enjoying the series 6 by Seuss, because we have a couple more to go and I wouldn't want you to miss them. So ring the notification bell and then you will be alerted when the next video comes out for story time. And also, if you have a favorite pet that lives with you that is a big part of your life, or it's at your grandma's house, or your uncle's house, or your aunt's house, anyone, if you would send me a photo of your pet with your first name and your pet's name, I would love to feature that on a Storytime video. And if you would like to write me a note that I can read to you on Storytime, you can reach me at the address in the notes below, or you can email me at grandmad2024@gmail.com. And I would be more than happy to acknowledge you on a future video, and I would love to do that. So, without further ado, let's get started with Yertle the Turtle. On the far-away island of Salamasand, Yertle the Turtle was king of the pond. A nice little pond. It was clean. It was neat. The water was warm. There was plenty to eat. The turtles had everything turtles might need, and they were all happy, quite happy indeed. Jumping around and swimming in the water. Looks like a good time. They were until Yertle, the king of them all, decided the kingdom he ruled was too small. I'm ruler, said Yertle, of all that I see, but I don't see enough. That's the trouble with me. With this stone for a throne, I look down on my pond, but I cannot look down on the places beyond. This throne that I sit on is too low down. It ought to be higher, he said with a frown. If I could sit high, how much greater I'd be. What a king! I'd be ruler of all I could see. What do you think of that? So Yertle, the Turtle King, lifted his hand, and Yertle, the Turtle King, gave a command. He ordered 9 turtles to swim to his stone, and using these turtles, he built a new throne. He made each turtle stand on another one's back, and he piled them up all in a nice turtle stack. And then Yertle climbed up. He sat down on the pile. What a wonderful view! He could see most a mile. Look at that. All piled up. All mine, Yertle cried. Oh, the things I now rule. I'm king of a cow, and I'm king of a mule. I'm king of a house, and what's more beyond that, I'm king of a blueberry bush and a cat. I'm Yertle the Turtle, oh marvelous me, for I am the ruler of all that I see. There's the cat, there's the mule. Pretty interesting. How would you feel about being king? And all through that morning, he sat up there high, saying over and over, "A great king am I," until long about noon. Then he heard a faint sigh. "What's that?" snapped the king, and he looked down the stack. And he saw at the bottom a turtle named Mac, just a part of his throne. And this plain little turtle looked up and he said, "Beg your pardon, King Yertle. I've pains in my back and my shoulders and knees. How long must me stand here, your majesty, please?" He's got a lot of weight on him. He's the one down on the bottom. "Silence!" the king of the turtles barked back. "I'm king, and you're the only turtle named Mac. You stay in your place while I sit here and rule. I'm king of a cow, and I'm king of a mule. I'm king of a house, and a bush, and a cat. But that isn't it. I'll do better than that. My throne shall be higher," his royal face thundered. "So pile up more turtles. I want about 200. Oh my goodness. 200 turtles? "Turtles, more turtles," he bellowed and brayed. And the turtles way down in the pond were afraid. They trembled, they shook, but they came, they obeyed. From all over the pond, they came swimming by dozens, whole families of turtles with uncles and cousins. And all of them stepped up on the head of poor Mac. One after another, they climbed up the stack. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, poor Mac. Then Yertle the Turtle was perched up so high, he could see 40 miles from his throne in the sky. "Hooray!" shouted Yertle. "I'm king of the trees. I'm king of the birds, and I'm king of the bees. I'm king of the butterflies, king of the air. Ah, me, what a throne, what a wonderful chair. I'm Yertle the Turtle, oh marvelous me, for I am the ruler of all that I see." I have a feeling that that might not work out very well for him. Then again from below, in the great heavy stack, came a groan from the plain little turtle named Mac. "Your Majesty, please, I don't like to complain, but down here below we are feeling great pain. I know up on top you are seeing great sights, but down at the bottom we too should have rights. We turtles can't stand it, our shells will all crack. Besides, we need food. We are starving," groaned Mac. He hasn't had a thing to eat in a long time, and he's very tired. And all the ones that are below, on top of him, must be tired. "You hush up your mouth," howled the mighty King Yertle. "You've no right to talk to the world's highest turtle. I rule from the clouds, over land, over sea. There's nothing, no nothing, that's higher than me." But while he was shouting, he saw a surprise, that the moon of the evening was starting to rise. Up over his head in the darkening skies. "What's that?" shouted Yertle. "Say, what is that thing?" that dares to be higher than Yertle the king. I shall not allow it. I shall go higher still. I'll build my throne higher. I can and I will. I'll call some more turtles. I'll stack them to heaven. I need about 5,607. Whoa, look at that. Oh. But as Yertle the Turtle King lifted his hand and started to order and give the command, that plain little turtle below in the stack, that plain little turtle whose name was just Mac, decided he'd taken enough, and he had, and that little plain lad got a little bit mad. And that little plain Mac did a plain little thing. He burped. And his burp shook the throne of the king. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And Yertle the Turtle, the king of the trees, the king of the air, and the birds and the bees, the king of a house and a cow and a mule, well, that was the end of the Turtle King's rule. For Yertle the king of all Salmasond fell off his high throne and fell plunk in the pond. Oh, no. Oh, oh my goodness. Poor Yertle. And today, the great Yertle, that marvelous he, is king of the mud. That is all he can see. And the turtles, of course, all the turtles are free. As turtles and maybe all creatures should be. Hmm. The end. That is very interesting. Yertle learned a very good lesson. He learned that you can't always be the boss, that sometimes you have to think of other people and you have to consider their needs. Do you think the other turtles might have let him be king and see everything longer if he would have given them the things they needed to help keep them happy? Maybe. Well, I hope that you enjoyed reading Yertle the Turtle as much as I did. And our next story, as part of Six by Seuss, is going to be How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That's my favorite. I love the Grinch. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. Have you seen the story of the Grinch on TV? The show that is a cartoon about the Grinch. I love it. Well, this is Grandma D saying that I hope you had a wonderful time today reading with me, and we'll be back next time for How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And also, we have another book coming up. This is a favorite. It's a wonderful little book called My First Puppy. This one will be loading up Wednesday, and I hope you will stay and come back for My First Puppy. And then on Friday, we will have How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So I hope you're all tucked in if it's nighttime and you're ready to go to sleep, or you're on the sofa with your friend, all cuddled under a blanket. or you're getting up in the morning to get ready to go to school as you're listening to Grandma read. You have a wonderful day and a better day tomorrow. Sending you warm hugs and butterfly kisses. So this is Grandma D saying bye-bye for now.